Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to do a update of the garden in March. Today is the 18th and we are halfway through the month and things are starting to grow. Yesterday I went to a garden nursery and got some annuals and some perennials and some other things that they had on clearance. So let's go and look and see what we got. So these are all of the things that I started from seed, and then the ones right here in the front. These are the hollyhocks that I started from bare root. And then this is everything that I got from the garden center or the nursery. All right, we have some eucalyptus. I got 2 of those. And this is the baby blue eucalyptus. So that one is really pretty. I got 3 primrose, and this is called Dichondra Falls, which is a vining plant like an ivy, and this flat has 4 in it. And then down here is our seedlings, which are doing good. They're getting some sun right now. I'm gonna give them some water. Okay, well you be careful in there because it's still a little warm in there.
Okay.
So here is our cabbage, dill, some flowers, some bee balm. This is dianthus. I have to water this. I just planted that. I have lettuce here, snapdragons, lupin, hollyhock. This is delphinium. Here is more snapdragons. This is Napa cabbage. I have some lettuce over here, snapdragons and more flowers. And then here,
I like your face, Mom.
Thank you. Here I have 2 golden rush rudbeckia. Alright, and then these 2 are sedum, autumn joy sedum. This one is a flowering maple, which needs some watering. And then I have 2 different colors of yarrow, 1 yellow, 1 pink, and then I have candy tuft, which is gonna be a really pretty bush. And then I got this bush. This was a gardenia, a dwarf gardenia. We'll see what this one does. I'm gonna put this one in a pot. And then I got this for $5, and this is a hibiscus plant. So I just have to trim that. And I do like to treat everything when I get it from other places to make sure it doesn't have any bugs or anything, to spray it to my other stuff. And then this was some type of phlox or something. I can't remember. And then this is alyssum, like a mounding alyssum, which I thought was really pretty. So everything does need a little bit of water. I'm gonna take care of that. And then I have more seedlings in the garage that I am going to pot up. So I'll show you those in a little bit. This is the Swiss chard. I had to clean that up. A bird had put a nest in it, so I had to take that nest out. And I found aphids in that, so I had to spray that down. So I'm gonna spray it again today. But everything's gonna get a little bit of water. And then let's go and look at the garden. Oh, we got some wasps over here. I don't know why they like this bed. So here are the snapdragons. These are snapdragons. These get 3 feet tall and they are orange. And then these get to be 6 to 8 inches. And then my Leatris is blooming. Not blooming, sorry, sprouting. Salvia is waking up. That one is going to be a Mystic Blue Spires. Here is the garlic. Soft neck and hard neck varieties. My broccoli. Alright, and then over here we have the same thing. This salvia does not look like it's waking up yet, but those liatris are blooming. I keep saying blooming, are sprouting over here. See, I'm popping up out the dirt. And no action on this salvia just yet. And in this bed, I have bulb and onion going across the back here. And then I planted some carrot seeds. And then right in front of that is spinach in that middle row. And then the row in front of that is cabbage. And in this bed, I was going to reseed these peas because it should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows. But in here I have the spotty germination. But I actually saw that some were coming up. So I'm going to leave it alone for now. And if it doesn't come up, I'm going to reseed this kind. Because these seeds were old and I didn't know exactly what the germination was going to be on those. So I'll give them just a couple more days. And if they don't come up, then I'm going to put these there. And this is where the potatoes were planted. So the potatoes were planted here about 4 or 5 weeks ago. And I see right here that they are about to start coming up here and here. Yep, there you go. So potatoes are starting. And this is a blueberry bush. That one is starting to come back to life. I was not sure if this one's gonna come back to life because it fell out of the pot and I couldn't find it, and the root ball and stems was all the way down in the dirt and I thought it was dead. And then my other blueberry bush, the one that didn't fall and get lost, that one is putting on some pretty leaves. All right, and then what I'm gonna do now is water everything over here. Oh, and my borage that I just started from in the house, I just saw that those were coming up, so I brought those outside. So now they will be in the greenhouse. And it's white borage and blue borage. So I am just bottom watering everything that I got from the nursery. Some of my plants that I started from seed, I'm going to bottom water them, and then the ones from the nursery I'm gonna treat with neem oil just to make sure I don't bring anything home from the nursery, because they may not use anything. Normally they don't use pesticides, and you will get a good clean plant, but some don't, and that's fine. But I'm gonna use neem oil. I'm gonna use something natural to make sure I don't contaminate my seedlings from the things from the nursery. So I'm gonna let this all soak up the water, get some sun, and then I'm gonna go and get some neem oil together. And while I am in here, I can show you the things that we have in here growing from seed. So what we have in the house on the heat mats are shishito peppers, red bell peppers, parsley, some paprika peppers, and I know y'all see this little sprout. I put more paprika peppers seeds in here, so this got stunted, so it's gonna die off. And then this one is a butterfly pea in white. That one was a gift from a friend. This is nasturtiums. It doesn't have a label because there are 3 pots with the same one in it, and I just noted the one that's not labeled is that one. And then over here we have this is the one that is not labeled, so it's called Canary Creeper. It's very hard to grow, so I just grew 3 pots worth, and we'll see if we even get one. And I'm starting to get some action here and here, and I'm going to bottom water these. Yep, that is zucchini. So I have squash here, squash here. This one is butternut. This one is butter stick. Nasturtiums in these 2, and then those 2 are zucchini. So I'll bottom water those later. All right, and what we have over here, we have red snacking peppers, cilantro, which I'm gonna up pot today. This is slow bolt, and I have 2, 4, 6, 7 plants of that. This was planted on 2/18. Today's 3/18. And jalapeno, orange snacking pepper, yellow snacking pepper, and mini yellow. So mostly peppers. This is artichoke. This one is called the Chinese lantern. And then these are my basil, which I just planted up. So with all of these are all getting potted up today into their own containers with some new soil that I'm trying out. So that is what I will be doing with those. And if y'all are interested in these grow lights, these are the iGrow Tech grow lights from Amazon. Let's see if I can find the name on here. And with these, you can lift them all the way up or all the way down. So as the plant gets taller, you are able to lift this light up further and further and further to match the height of the plant. So if you get something nice and tall, you got about 18 inches. This is 2 feet tall, but you don't get the whole 2 feet. So you get about maybe 20 inches in height on a plant. And then here is the name. It is iGrow Tech. And what we have over here in the dining area, this is where I just got the borage from. They were sitting right here and I saw that they sprouted, so now they're outside. But these are all different types of nasturtiums, so I'm just waiting to see when these are going to sprout, and then they'll go outside too. So let's go and see what's in the garage. All right, so in the garage, these are the ones that I put in here because of the storm we had. And last night we got temperatures that went down some. So these are all of my different flowers: cosmos, dianthus, alyssum, tomatoes over here. I have alyssum, I have anise hyssop, I have dahlias. Over here there are some zinnias, some bee balm, some tomatoes, and lavender. Oh, maybe that's what they smell. I have lavender, celosia, and this is cauliflower. This is oregano. That is supposedly a coneflower. And that is a sunflower. And then I got some tomatoes here too. All right, so I got some germination on mostly all of my tomatoes. And this will all get bottom watered and put back in the greenhouse also. And here is some dianthus that I grew from seed. And it has been out here through all of the really cold temperatures. And I popped them here so that they can root. And then I will transplant them to different spots. My yarrow from last year, I separated it. So I have two plants that took here. The one there in the middle did not. This one looks like it did take. It has a little bit. And then these two both took from that same plant. So I separated out, and then I was still able to give some away. So let's go over here and see how the mother plant is doing. Looks good. It looks good. And this plant originally, before I separated, it took up almost the entire inside of this pot. Perfect. Here we have our sweet peas. I'm gonna twist this pot. I'm gonna turn this pot so that they can line up better with that pole. This is a, I don't know if you can see that. That is anise hyssop that has wintered the storm. This is my eucalyptus from last year. Has a little bit of cold damage, but it still did fine. And almost everything is out of the greenhouse. The only thing that I left in here is my succulents. And I put them in the shade because I feel like they were getting a little too much sun. And then those are just some solar lights that I plan on putting up. This is a plant from last year. The stems are still soft, so I don't think it's dead. I'm not sure. And then this is a calla lily that I just potted up that is going to stay in the greenhouse. So the only thing that I have left to do as far as the garden is pot up anything that will get of substantial size and put it outside as the weather permits. It's almost time for me to be able to put everything outside, which is really good. The greenhouse will be full and I'm perfectly fine with that, because then I will be able to separate everything by needs. So I'll have a section of what can grow in red clay dirt, since I'm in Georgia Zone 8A, what is drought tolerant, and those will most likely go in pots. And then things that really do like water or really do like shade. On the other side of the greenhouse over here, with this greenhouse being here, it has created a shady area. So anything that's more comfortable in the shade, I'm gonna put it over here in a pot. So I will be able to separate everything out. And then as we finish the in-ground flower garden and the other few beds, I'll be able to plant everything out straight out of the greenhouse. And I won't have to have anything in the house anymore. But outside of that, I do have one more pack or bundle of seeds that are direct sow type seeds, and those I'm just going to wait until it's time to put those out. I'm not in a rush for that because I don't have my other beds ready anyway. But that's it, just giving y'all an update on the garden. Today is really nice. It's like 75 degrees here in Georgia, zone 8A. Like I said, today is really warm. In the greenhouse right now is 78. It's shaded right now. Luckily for the greenhouse, it gets morning sun, afternoon shade, which I really like, because if the sun shines on it in the morning, the temperature can jump up really high. So I come out and open the door, and then it will get nice in here, nice and sunny, and then by like 1 or 2, everything in here will start to get some shade, so it doesn't get fried by the sun the whole day. But what I am going to do now off camera, I'm going to get my neem oil. I'm going to spray the soil of all of these new plants, because they're going to have to come to the greenhouse and I don't want them to contaminate my other ones. I might even keep them outside. I'm not sure. They might stay outside. But thank you for watching my video. I definitely appreciate it. I hope y'all enjoyed this content for today. Today was just an update on what I have going on in the garden. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Please like, subscribe, comment, share, and I will see y'all in the next video. Thank you.